What's up, everybody? It's your buddy, it's your pal SpazPhoenix, the YWC reality check. And if I was going to do a video precursor to Raw 1000, I mean, in 40 minutes it will be Monday. So I'm really doing this the 11th hour. Lots of people have done great sort of preliminary videos for Raw 1000. Just a few off the top of my head. Check out Alex's channel, Dalyxman. Check out John and Preston, both their individual channels and the latest potpourri they did. Check out the British Fist, who basically have done a preview for this because they, like the rest of us, are treating this like another mini WWE pay-per-view, which seems to be how WWE is treating it. So I could run down the whole card and, you know, say what's going to happen and whatever, but what this really is for me, got a little bit of discussion going before the show comes on tomorrow / later on today. There's one question that's going to be answered tomorrow that will be really interested for me. There's a couple different things that are going to be solved tomorrow. There's going to be the whole DX reunion and how is Brock Lesnar going to get involved and da-da-da-da-da. There's going to be Daniel Bryan's wedding, and whoever gets involved in Daniel Bryan's wedding is probably going to be the next rival for Daniel Bryan, which right now looks like it could be either The Miz, Christian, or Kane. So there's three very different directions to go with that. Honestly, as far as Triple H and Lesnar goes, Lesnar's going to take out Shawn Michaels. That's my prediction for that. Christian's Intercontinental Championship run, or Championship defense, tomorrow night on Raw will be against somebody that he will squash, and it'll just be a chance for him to look dominant on this big show. Other stars are going to be there. Austin will probably be there. Edge will probably be there. Undertaker will definitely be there. Side note, Undertaker's the only one left on the supposedly active roster that was there for the first Raw. There's no way in hell he would not be there, no pun intended. But there's a lot of things. It's gonna be going to the 3 hours. Are we gonna have a Piper's Pit? Are we gonna have a peep show? Are we gonna have a highlight reel? Are we gonna have a Heartbreak Hotel? Are we gonna have, you know, this or that or the next thing or the next thing? But, you know, the other main thing that I really want to see that nobody else really seems to be touching on is with a 3-hour show, how much more tag team wrestling are we going to see? Because that's one of the little things that intrigues me about the new 3-hour era. But what I want to ask you guys, because my prediction goes in sync with a lot of other people's predictions, is that Cena's going to be the first person to lose cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. And also, which seems to jive with a lot of other people, is the one that's going to cost him the WWE Championship is The Rock. Now, there's 3 different ways that they can progress from that to SummerSlam. Rock comes in, costs Cena the WWE Championship. Now, Cena could go after The Rock, you know, all vengeful and da-da-da-da-da, and you cost me the WWE title, I want you at SummerSlam, which then we'd have to find another contender for CM Punk very quickly. The Rock could go to CM Punk and be like, you owe me one, now give me a WWE title shot, and that would be fine too, and whatever. John Cena could simply get a rematch, where we would see Cena and Punk fight at SummerSlam, or there could be a triple threat match. Now, my question to you guys, there's 4 different options there. There are 4 different options there. What I want to know, if this happens, I mean, I could be wrong. Anybody else here in the YWC that thinks, hey, Rock's going to cost Cena the title, da-da-da-da, that scenario might not even happen. It might not even happen. What I want to know from all you guys, and I just want to get this out there as a discussion topic. I don't want anybody saying that anybody else is right or wrong or whatever. Everybody can give their opinion on this, because I'm really curious as to where people's heads lie with this. Because let me tell you this. Each one of them has positive and negative points, doesn't it? If we get Cena and Punk, here's my problem. Yes, Cena and Punk had a good rivalry last year during the summer of Punk. Punk pulled a great, legitimate, riveting rivalry out of John Cena, which is a big shot in the arm for Punk. But we saw it a lot last year. So we don't want to go into the, you know, 1000th episode of Raw / SummerSlam, da-da-da-da, with what feels like a repeat of last year. Now we could see Cena versus The Rock. Problem with that being is we know we're going to see it again at WrestleMania 29. It's going to happen. So are we going to be sick of it by WrestleMania 29 if we get all the hype for it now? Now, the one that I would love to see, because the promos alone would be killer, would be The Rock versus Punk. Because The Rock versus Punk has never happened. CM Punk made his shots at The Rock during the Summer of Punk, during the Pipe Bomb promo era of last year, and that has never really been answered. I mean, the only person that The Rock really paid any attention to other than Cena was The Miz, who got buried in that debacle, but we're not going to go there. So I would love to see the battle of the egos, the battle of the microphones between between CM Punk and The Rock. And ultimately, triple threat match. Triple threat match would be amazing. Now, CM Punk versus The Rock would be amazing. Also, my problem with that is I think that would deserve to be at WrestleMania. That's my problem. I love to see one-on-one matches at WrestleMania. That's why I would rather see the triple threat match here. And yes, I am voting for a match that includes John Cena. Why? Because John Cena is the integral part of this story, whether we like it or not. But The Rock is one of the greatest of all time. CM Punk, whether you like it or not, is doing leaps and bounds and cartwheels over John Cena now. So purely for the fact that John Cena, the golden boy, the face of the company, whatever other bullshit they try to spew at us, would be the third wheel. And I love that idea. John Cena's going to be the main event, whatever, except for the fact that Triple H versus Lesnar is going to be the main event for SummerSlam, supposedly. Now, throw in the whole John Cena always has to be in the main event element, throw in the Rock element, and throw in the element that CM Punk is the greatest thing going in the company right now, and the WWE Championship holder, and this could be a triple threat match that would rival, as far as main event status, would rival Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. And we all know how high Triple H's opinion is of himself, so that in itself says something. This is a match, and hear me say it right now, this is a match involving John Cena that I would not mind. I would be absolutely astonished and a little bit repulsed if he beat The Rock and CM Punk and walked out with the WWE Championship. That would make my stomach turn in ways that a dishwasher couldn't. But if you have these three, because Cena brings the modern day marquee value, I guess, The Rock brings the overall legitimate marquee value, CM Punk brings the current talent element to the match, and I would love to see it. And, you know, Lesnar versus Triple H, there's a lot of people grumbling about that. Anyway, so this will give them something else to focus on. My question to all of you guys, what would you rather see at SummerSlam? If it's any of these, because it could be something completely different. We could have, you know, John Cena versus Randy Orton, or, you know, some other bullshit, like, you know, The Rock versus Rey Mysterio, for all I know, which would make Preston mark, I'm pretty sure. Good shout out to Preston, his mark out video, still amazing. But if things go through the way I think they're going to on Monday, what would you guys rather see? Cena Rock, Cena Punk, Punk Rock, or a triple threat match? Leave your comments in the description below. Leave me any other comments. What are you looking forward to for Raw 1000? I think it's going to be a hell of a show. I don't think I'm going to have a voice after tomorrow's Raw. I think you're going to get your Raw review from me on Tuesday this week. I can't make any promises. It seems that because I'm up in Canada, and it is indeed Bizarro land, I'm still not going to be able to start watching this at the same time as my friends in the United States. Anybody that's been watching this channel for a long time knows Raw started at 9, I got bumped by 15 minutes. My Raw started at 9:15, and I was getting 15-minute spoilers. Now, it seems that Raw has been bumped back to 8 o'clock because of the 3-hour time slot. The Score, the station that shows me Raw here in Canada, is still starting at 9 and going to midnight. So now you guys are going to know what's happening an hour before I do. I really, really appreciate the fact that most of you have made an effort not to send me spoilers. That's great, because the problem is getting greater. I need all the help I can get. Please answer my question as I've posed it to you today. This is just purely meant to stir up a bit of discussion, and that's about it. And everybody have a good Raw tomorrow, because, you know, we only reach 1,000 once here in the WWE universe. And yes, I said it. I've been Spaz, your YWC reality check. You know the drill. Subscribe up there, talk down there, start a conversation, keep my conversation going. Don't be a stranger. I will talk to each and every last one of you later. Probably Tuesday, probably after Raw. But for right now, I'm tagging out, guys. Bye.
Getting up, come on, get down.